Hey guys, it's TAYSGREENLIFE with FateHaven. Hey guys, how is it?
We're good, good.
Good. How long has FateHaven been a band?
Were you?
I guess it kind of
May of 2019. No,
18.
yeah, that's right. No,
Yeah. Well,
I was
all
19.
of us got together.
well, FateHaven as the current lineup was April or May of 2019, because it wasn't too long after you joined that we had a show. It was like a couple months later. It was 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an iterative process because Matt and I were jamming for a long time, just a drummer and a guitar player. And then we started jamming with some other folks and we picked up Ant in the process, our beautiful sexy bass player. And then and then we also came along and got John, who is magnificent on vocals. And then we
You
picked up James.
for me, which is not present. James is not here.
Tell us the story behind James too that you
Yeah, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, so I had played with James for a hot minute in another band
Which
a
is
while
James
ago.
Alexander, our lead guitarist that isn't present.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got
And
bashed.
so we were in need of another guitar player. And just so happens I was walking into Guitar Center and I saw somebody that looked like James. And he was getting into his car and I'm like, man, that looks like James. So I hit him up on Messenger. I'm like, hey man, were you at Guitar Center? And he was like, yeah, creeper. Haven't heard from you in a long time. Like, and so we ended up talking and I was like, hey man, we got, some guys and we're jamming. You want to come, see what it's like and see if there's chemistry. And sure enough, he came and tried out and just like freaking blew our socks off, man. Guy's like just shredding.
Yeah.
He's superb.
He is, yeah, he's great.
son of a bitch.
So would you guys say you do FateHaven for fun? Or is there a motive behind FateHaven?
So I would say, at least for me, I'm at the stage in life where it's like, this is like a hobby for me, but I'm really into it. So like if something were to come along, I mean, I think we're all interested in getting our music out there and sharing it with the masses and stuff. So even though it's kind of like a hobby and it's for fun, we all take it pretty seriously, I would say. But in the same sense, we're trying to have a good time as well,
Yeah, I don't know about world tours or nothing like that though.
No.
If the opportunity came up,
Yeah.
that might be something that happened. But yeah, somebody else would pay for that because I don't have the money.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody has the money to do as much as they want. Like I'm like recorded like a little tiny web camera on a laptop. Like I just
It's the
buy
job.
things, bits and pieces, and put it together, and hopefully it works.
Yeah.
It's as long as you have the medium to get the communication out there, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, like I'll get better. It'll make it better. But like, how did the I see you guys have what is it, Shredfest? Is that I think it's like every Friday, or is that not
That's
Free
free
Metal
Free Metal
Friday.
Fridays the first Friday of every month. Shredfest is every year, which we've done 2 of them.
Which we're not playing it this year. We're playing the weekend before Shredfest, right?
No, that's something else. That's the October thing. Shredfest we already did.
Okay.
Yeah.
how was that experience?
I don't remember when that was at.
She's like, tell me about that experience. Like, I don't remember when that was.
So it was a
I
couple-
don't remember.
We did one
We've
up at
done a lot more
KC's.
gigs
Was
this
that?
year than we're used to. We're usually like 3 or 4 a year. We've done 9 so far.
Yeah,
so
we
it's
get
like,
Shredfest, the one up at Casey's? Is that the one that we did?
That was
think.
was 2020.
There, you guys did a bunch, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Shredfest we did up in Fredericksburg that was Shredfest the first time we played.
Yeah,
Or
Casey's.
first time
I
we did it.
like playing that place. That was a pretty cool place. It's the first time I've ever been up there, and I was actually surprised by the size of the venue. They had like a nice area to like load your gear in and stuff. But
They need a
yeah,
better
it was a good experience.
I mean, yeah, we've done another round so much. It's like, all right, it's comfortable,
yeah, that's like our second practice space.
pretty much.
But
Yeah. What
we're
would
not gonna go there and just like
yeah.
fuck we'll actually put on a good show for whoever comes to see us. But yeah, that's like our second home as far as practice and everything.
Would you say, because I guess you played at the Canal Club too, what would be one of your favorite venues to play in?
I like
Would
Scandals.
obviously that went into the question. You said that was like
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Scandals was a
Scandals
cool
cool.
venue.
for this. It was a
It's
pretty
like,
nice size.
yeah, just
place
to, you know, say about out of town venues. Yeah.
Scandals.
But here in Richmond is like, it's hard to pick a favorite. It's pretty much like they're all our hometown venues. So
Yeah.
we're not going to
I-
say one's worse than the others. But they're all pretty decent places to play as far as anyone that wants to put on a metal show.
Yeah, I agree. I think
yeah.
Scandals is a pretty cool venue. It's a little like it's interesting because it's like in a strip mall, and then it's got like this old timey type of restaurant attached to it. So it's like it feels like you're having like lunch or dinner at
What was
like
the
your
wait-
grandparents' house, and then it's like, and
Oh,
then
I
it's like then you have this huge
Usually,
venue, which is
Yeah.
great on the side.
And since you guys, I know what was it? Yeah, at the Canal Club, it was it Fallujah? Fallujah?
Fallujah.
I have no idea how to say
Fallujah.
that, but yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
How did that feel opening up for that band?
That was a good show.
It was awesome.
Yeah, as far as, you know, people that wanted to come out and see good music, there was some, you know, decent crowd there.
Yeah.
So,
Those guys
Yeah.
are like mad skilled though. So it's
Yeah.
like, do we belong with these guys?
it's
Yeah.
very
Belong with
impressive.
these
It's like
guys.
we felt we were proud of ourselves that we held our own with a band that was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fallujah's
they-
drummer is like
Afterwards, thinking that we were part of that tour. It was like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not
Fallujah's
right.
drummer is like he's definitely like not human. He is super fast, and you know after they played, I was pretty much bowing down to him. I mean, he's incredible. So it was a great opportunity for us. You know, I think we played in front of people that might not have necessarily been exposed to our music, so we were very appreciative for that opportunity. But definitely something that like you know John said, and I'm sure everybody else would echo that. You know they're an incredibly talented band, and we were very fortunate to open for them.
That's pretty cool. I think it's great that these big bands are having spots for local scenes, and they're just like, come, have your band out, come local, and we'll support you. And I think that's probably one of the cool things about the Canal Club, because they have that opportunity. Is they try to support the local scene, and it's very important because you guys are part of the local scene, whether it's a hobby or if it's a thing you guys do. You're still part of the scene, and like it's pretty cool that you opened up for that set. And then you also had live footage for you guys don't really have like music videos and stuff. It's mostly like live footage on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we have an
Yeah.
official video that's gonna be
It's
coming
funny
out.
that you say that, yeah, because the footage from the Dark Tranquility show,
Yeah.
we've got some of that we're gonna be actually working into some stuff we've got coming up here soon for a song we've got called The Truth.
Releasing it.
Yeah, we had
that's pretty cool.
record the whole thing for us and cut it up, so we'll throw the recordings on top of it. So one of them will be out soon.
That's cool. So when you get ready for some of your live set, what are things you guys do to get yourself ready?
I need about 2 drinks.
Yeah, the unfortunate fact is alcohol plays.
I make
Very
more
good
mistakes sober on stage, so I was like, no, I can't do that anymore. So now I have it down to a science. So start drinking at this point. Here's my ABV tolerance, and then hydration. Always be
Preparation.
hydrating, but
Make
yeah.
a set list. Know that we
Yes.
make sure we know what we're playing.
Yeah. That's right.
I'm usually powered by good Richmond beer like Falcon Smash. But definitely
You should be powered by the oldest brewery in America.
Yeah.
Just pull up like one of
They all
those
claim to be the oldest one.
beer,
That's all right.
Agree with you.
Or the oldest brewery in Canada.
Yeah. I'm in the Canada Dry. Gotta have my ginger ale.
I'm gonna have to tag all these companies in here and be like, look, we mentioned
wait.
you.
No, not sponsored,
No,
but here.
no.
We're not sponsored.
Drink
I don't
like
know,
this.
that's good. I guess that works out when you're doing something like independently, because if you tag them, other people are going to see it.
Well,
Yes,
They'll
there
be
was
like-
what was it?
We don't-
Water's Deep.
We don't have to pay them. It's not.
No,
If there's a
Waters
loss,
Deep
I'll go to
played
court.
in a Dunkin' Donuts, and we were talking about it on one of my episodes, and I
That's
tagged
awesome.
Dunkin' Donuts in it, and I was like, "Look, we're talking about you. You let a metal show happen in your little restaurant," and
What's
they never
up,
looked at
Denny's?
it.
Yeah.
We need to do that.
No.
Yeah, you have like the Denny's. I
But-
shared something about China. One of
I
these
saw that.
Chinese
I was like,
women-
no way.
Yeah, they opened in McDonald's. I was like, what the heck?
We need to perform on a counter.
That's super cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just, you play in McDonald's or you play in the Canal Club. I mean, it doesn't matter as long as like people know where you're playing and then they just show up anywhere at this point.
The breweries around here are getting more and more open to metal shows.
Which is cool. Like the bike shop. I was not expecting that at all. I've never been to a show
What type
like
of
that.
venue? That's the one thing. The reason I'm a little upset that I didn't go. I wanted to see exactly how everything was set up there.
It's pretty cool. They have like the stage in like the corner, and then you have like the merch table behind, and they just have an open space, and there's like what do you call them? These ramps, I guess, for when they can like
Yeah.
skate and bike on them. Yeah.
Oh, but
But yeah, it's so crazy is because we're talking about growing up in that area of town, and like all our years growing up, that was the southern states. That's where you went to get your agricultural supplies. Like if you were a farmer, you had to go.
that's where it's
Mhm.
at. That's Southern
Yeah.
States. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, now it's like a cool bike shop, and it has like all these ramps, and they have like ramps outside where you can skate and stuff. So I thought that was
Dang.
cool. Yeah, I've never been in a venue like that, and I was like, wow, I'm so happy that these local like businesses are opening up their doors for like shows, and
yeah.
that's pretty cool. And so you guys been playing music for a while. Is there something that the younger generation should know about getting out there, like you guys
Practice.
practice?
Yeah,
Metronome.
Get with
and let
good
the
guys.
let the fucking ego go.
Yep, get
Yeah.
with good guys that you are all level headed with. That all get along great. And these are the best guys that I've ever played with. You gotta
Yay.
find the right people.
We're gonna have a Zoom hook,
That's
Jeff.
the truth right there
I'm just gonna hug everybody.
for a song too.
I would say, coming up in the Richmond scene, like the music scene a while ago, used to be like there used to be a lot of venues to play. There used to be a lot of bands playing. And for whatever reason over the years, that just kind of calmed down. And it really feels like there's this whole like resurgence of like local music. And my message to some of the younger folks is just get out there, see the talent that's inherent in this area,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of good bands out
Oh,
there,
yeah.
a lot of good local bands that'll impress you. You might be at a bar thinking, oh, this is going to be some, just kind of beer drinking band up there, and these guys can rip, which is super cool.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
guys can rip too. Like it was honestly like when I saw it, I was like, they sound so cool. Like I listened to some of your music and I was just like, I was really digging it. And it's good to have like all these different genres and all these different local bands, but all trying to be in the same scene. And I think it's important that all of us like work well together.
Oh, yeah. Big
Because
family.
no one can do this alone. Like everybody has to use somebody at this point to get where they need to go,
And I think that might have been what happened with the Richmond seed. It just got too clicky. It's like everything turned to like, well, it was a grind show or this show or that show. And it's like, yeah, it's like, no, just have a show.
Just
and
have
let
a
people
show.
see music. And it's like, if there might not be a band there that you like, but there might be a band there that someone else likes, or the band is someone you like.
And I think that's important because I mean, you guys are opening the door to other like younger groups that are being like, oh, you see these guys, they're having fun. Like that can be us, And I think it's great that you guys are putting that out there about how you want to have fun and just you want to be open in the scene, and it's not about like the fame and all that. It's about having a great time and doing the hobbies you love.
Exactly.
It doesn't feel like work. Like when we're on stage, it's like
Yeah, exactly. It's like
the nerves go. I mean, maybe that's one of the reasons I don't
It's
get
like-
nervous on stage. Is I'm comfortable with these guys.
it's like we're entertaining ourselves, entertaining other people.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
So you guys played with Artusha, The Plan, Trivial Difference, and State Diablo. How was that experience?
Trivial Difference was awesome. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
them.
yeah.
They were good. That was the first time I'd heard them, and I think we all did.
Mhm.
They were
They were cool dudes.
very impressive, cool, laid
Yeah.
back. All the bands there.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the bands were good, and the plan is super dope. I mean,
Yeah.
young
Yeah,
kids that are
talented,
like
very talented.
Yeah,
paving the way for the next generation. I mean,
literally.
that's like what we love to see, you know. So I
We've been
really think the
watching
metal
them.
community has just kind of come around and embraced them, you know. And in Saint
Yeah,
Diablo,
put them sooner.
they've been
Yeah.
around for years, and I can remember playing with them and previous bands I was in back even in the late '90s, and seeing them again, seeing how they've progressed and seeing that whole tour package. I mean, it was super cool to be a part of it.
That's pretty good. Yeah, because I think everyone's pretty much a local band except for obviously Saint Diablo. But
Well,
Yeah.
they've
I think
always been
everybody's
local
like
to
from
us, though.
Virginia. Yeah.
It's like they started local.
Yeah.
It's like they all started where we started.
Yeah.
Roots.
Yeah, in Artesia, we love
And
those
someone
guys.
said,
They're great.
Yeah.
like, you're too good, man. You should be singing. I'm like, don't tell me I'm too good. I just want to sing. But yeah,
Just wanna see.
but yeah, it's
I
like
feel that. I feel
I
that.
feel like be
Yeah.
it's
Go ahead.
pretty much like if I'm not out there singing, then if I'm not doing what I should be doing.
That's true. Yeah, like because I have like a job outside of the podcast. Like I didn't even like I was just helping out a friend with his podcast and I was like, oh, I know all these local bands. And then now like I have my own podcast. I was like, what the heck? How does this even happen? Like I just got thrown at me and I just was like, fuck. So now I have all these interviews. Like I think I had like 15 that month.
Holy
And I was like,
mackerel.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And I just
Grinding.
yeah, like I think you guys will be the 18th video, I think. There were
Wow.
two I did before, but I didn't post them because the audio was horrible. But yeah, I've had some like a Virtue. They're starting to come up a little bit, and they're in like I think Maine or Michigan.
Uh-huh.
One of those two. Yeah, and I had a pleasure talking with Damon, and like great guy, and I think that like talking to all these like bands from out of state is pretty cool too. Like I had a band from Scotland that I talked to, and their scene is completely different than ours, and like
It wasn't Hailstorm, was it?
I'm sorry.
I said it wasn't Hailstorm by any chance, was it?
No. I wish. No. It was a band called Vals, and they're from Scotland, northern Scotland. And then like
Oh, cool.
yeah, they kept asking me questions about how like healthcare is in America and how like I feel as a woman in America. And I was like,
Yikes.
I
Into
can't
heavy.
really
Yeah.
talk about that. What are some of the passions behind FateHaven?
Just music in general, good music.
Yeah, music.
We can range from anywhere listening, oldies to listening to the heaviest fucking heavy metal you could hear to listening to hip hop to listening to jazz. It's like as long as it's good music, we love good music, and that's what pushes us to try to make some good music.
I just impressed them. I don't think too much about audiences. Like when I'm writing riffs, it's like, what are they going to think is cool? I don't really think about the audience at all.
Just what you like, yeah. Definitely what you like.
That hates the fans. Well, I figure if you guys like it, it's gonna be good enough.
It's good. You guys are in the scene and it's great. And that's how I got, I'd never even heard of FateHaven before. And I was like,
I'm glad I gave you a stick.
yeah, you just handed me a sticker and I was like, oh, okay.
There you go,
I was
John.
like, this is the first time I've heard of this band. And I put it on like because I have a mirror full of like a bunch of stickers. I just put it on there. And like I think that's one of the important things about like creating merch and things because I got to take you guys home with me, There's a place on my mirror for you guys. And I think
I didn't have
we're
taking me home.
Yeah, we're actively writing right now new material. So we've got a bunch of songs that we've recorded that'll be released here soon. But we're writing new material, so definitely come out to a show and check us out because we'll be rolling that material into our set list.
Yes, we'll be playing with Saint Diablo again on the 21st at another round.
The 434 in October.
Yes, October and
that's the name of the band.
Not I know it's this month, but yeah, it's the name of the band as well.
That's pretty cool. So where did the idea come from the song Flame and Calm Before the Storm? Flames and Calm Before the Storm.
Well,
lyrically, that's his.
Well, as far as music and everything goes, it's like I pretty much let those guys do what they want to do, and then I come back behind it and feel like if I've got something I've already started writing or something that I've been thinking about, it turns into the song. But I don't know. Flames is kind of like becoming who you really should be. It's a lot of people are out there. It's like I really hate the like adage like fake it to make it. It's like I don't feel like you should fake it to make it, because then you just spend your rest of your life being fucking fake. So
it's probably exhausting.
But yeah, Flames is about like burning off the fake and letting everybody see who you really are.
And we wrote like right before the pandemic hit.
Yeah, it's ironic.
So yeah, it was pretty ironic.
Yeah, as far as the lyrics were concerned, it's like when we started to write this song, I was like, I don't know why, but I want to call this song "The Calm Before the Storm." And then, yeah, it was, I don't know. It pretty much wrote itself.
It was pretty big, and they just closed, and then they didn't tell anybody either. They just shut down.
Was that the
I don't know if that.
No,
No,
that's
that's
in
Fredericksburg. I don't know if that was a. I don't think that was a COVID casualty. I think it was something else. But.
Yeah, it might. Like, I'm not sure. I just think like COVID like put everyone in like a difficult spot, and everyone was struggling, like and not everybody had that group to like be together. A lot of people were alone with their thoughts. Like I interviewed a Step for Tomorrow, Patrick Ryan, and most of his the songs they're called like Purgatory and stuff, they wrote about like the afterlife during COVID, and they were just producing music, and I was like, that must have been a hard time for you guys to write about death and like the afterlife and all that. And like, yeah, it gets a little dark sometimes, but I'm glad that like the scene is opening up again, and everyone's going out and exploring and talking to people and building the community up again.
Yeah,
definitely some good bands coming up.
Yeah.
I was like, a lot of pretty much any show I go to, there's at least one band that I'm just like, wow, those guys are really good.
Yeah, some of them I'm like, what the fuck? How like I didn't hear you guys before, and now I'm going to hear you constantly. And I think it's cool. Like what was it? The last one was Miss May I, Vilified, Landmarks was there, and Currents. And Currents was like one of like I've been listening to them a lot lately. And then the guy was just standing there, and I was like, hey, you should follow my my channel. He literally like fist pumped me and followed me in the spot in front of me and said, yeah, I got you, bro. I was like,
there you go. Sweet.
I was like, thank you so much. So I think that's pretty important, to get out there and to talk to people, because you don't know who you're gonna, talk to or meet, like Bad Omens. Noah and Nick are both from Richmond. And like I've been trying to like get in contact with them and be like, hey, just I do the local scene, so like let's talk about the local scene and how it's like changed and how like it feels to be signed and big now, coming out of Richmond. Like you have Lamb of God and like Guar and like so many different bands coming out of Richmond, and now like the scene is starting to like come up, and it's pretty cool to see.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Richmond, back in the day used to be a pretty cutthroat type of music scene, because it was. I mean, I remember even seeing like early Lamb of God interviews, and it was like, they had toured the world and they come back to play Richmond, and people are looking at them like, yeah, you guys are from Richmond, but show me what you can do. It's like they're still like very critical. So I'm happy to see like kind of some of that I guess mindset has kind of subsided. There's a lot of love in the scene. Most of the bands we play with, we're like friends with them. We're hanging out, we're supporting each other. We've played with lots of different music different genres of bands, and that's super cool too, because we can anytime I see a band, I can learn something from watching them. Just a lot of talented musicians out there. So
yeah, I'm super excited to see more of you guys. We are coming to the end of the interview. Is there anything else you wanted anybody to know about you guys? Any shows coming up, where we can follow you?
We have our Facebook page, which I don't
We're
know
on Apple Music, Spotify. Check out all the music there.
We do have an Instagram page, which isn't hideously active.
Yeah. We need to step up on our
on a-
PR and social media
Yeah.
presence and everything because
Working on merch.
Yes,
we're
we gotta
we get some merch coming in.
Yeah,
You guys have a show coming
October
up. Was it?
21st is our next show.
Yes.
Another round
21st, and I think that's pretty much all we've got booked for the time
for
being.
this year. Yeah.
Yeah, because we want to try to take a little bit of a break and focus on writing. It's just kind of hard when everyone's asking if hey, you guys want to come play? It's like,
Yeah. I took like a break for a little bit. And like I think I took like a 3-week break to get everything going again, and then I was able to, make new music again because I've been trying to find editors, and every time I find an editor, like something doesn't work out right. So I had to like learn how to do everything on my own, and I was like, that's so empowering to do that, and like it's great that all these people are like, keep doing it, don't give up, keep doing it, and it makes me happy because I'm trying to like build a community. Like that's all I want. Like I don't want anything else. I don't want fame. I don't want anything. I just want to have a community of people like working well together. Like I don't play an instrument. I don't sing, but I enjoy the music. So and I think that's one of the important
and
things.
it's people like you that are the reason we do stuff.
Yeah.
It's like we want people that want to hear music come out and see us play music.
Yeah, it's super exciting. You guys should come out and see everybody. Like
we try to as
come
much as
out. Yeah.
Yeah, more often than not, you'll see one or two of us at some local shows here and there.
Yeah. Because I'll go to another round
at least twice, 2-3 times a month, occasionally a Canal Club or Broadberry. I mean,
one of those.
We don't go out just when we have to play. We go out to see other bands. So.
Yeah, that's super important. Like I said, a community, and you guys are doing it. I appreciate you guys joining my podcast for a little bit to talk about your band. Everyone follow FateHaven on every platform, Spotify, YouTube, all of it, Instagram, Facebook. Check you guys out. Yeah, and support the local scene. That's what really matters.
Yeah, and thank you.
Yeah,
thank you for having us.
Yeah.